What is going on, everybody? How is everybody's midday trading session going? Um, we had a pretty good trading day this morning. You see my mic's kind of like deciding if it wants to be in or out. I can't decide. Like, hey, I'm here. I'm not here. Let me know if I have any sound issues, and we'll figure it out. Seems like it's working good though. Jake, Ian, Peyton, how is everybody doing? Um, we just wanted to pop back on and touch base with how the live trade room went today. We had a very good trading session for most traders. A lot of people, stayed out of the market today as we had some pretty quick moves to the upside and then back to the downside. A little bit of chop this morning in the crypto market. What is interesting today, and if we take a peek at one of these other charts, what we'll see in a second is we're seeing an inverse correlation to crypto and the US stock market. So definitely something to pay attention to as we continue moving forward. Jamie, Ed, CEO, Burnett, how you guys doing? So let's hit the charts and jump right into it. So as you can see, ETH here is getting close to our short level. I'm looking to get short around this 303 level on ETH. We can see targets to the downside. We have these single prints down here below, a little bit of structure down here at this 64. Ultimately, I'd like to take this thing down to this 350 level, this 3250 level. If we take a quick peek at Bitcoin, it's getting ready to break its lows, right? It's almost closed those singles. It's almost closed this little buying tail off, and we see that we have some other decent structure a little bit farther down the line. Bitcoin is kind of leading this charge down. Switch over to the ADA, right? The undefeated ADA, which says no thank you. You guys can all go down. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna stay on the upside. Big Blaze, what's up, man? Bobsy, what's up? Short 5210. That's where you got short at? Oh, nice. So you shorted up from above. Good stuff. 5210. Right there on that value. Oh, right there below the POC. Right. Nice. A good short, man. And never had to take any heat, so that's nice. Got short on that break there. So looking good. Um yeah, I was trying to get onto that short at 50-60, but didn't get filled. My Bybit was acting a little bit weird today. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that with ETH as well. I've been sitting, in this trying to fill this ETH play for a while now, and keep holding off on it because it hasn't made its move. I'm wondering if ETH and oh, look, we got our one dislike already. Classic. Guess he must be awake this hour, not early in the morning. Um we we might see, maybe ETH and ADA can prop the market up. Who knows? I have no idea. But Bitcoin does look to be going to the downside. So let's get over this other chart. As you can see here, we have all the FANG stocks, but then you have Bitcoin in purple, and you have ETH in this green color. And you see ETH is down about 0.35%. Bitcoin's down 1% today, and the rest of these stocks, and I can add we can add the ES, and then we'll also add NASDAQ. Getting a little busy on this chart, but just for the sake, you can see the NASDAQ is up about 0.35%, and the ES is up about 0.14%. So not a huge gain, but the S&P 500 is also at all-time highs too. So that's something to take into consideration. And Bitcoin has kind of been leading this way down, right? It's down a lot more than ETH has gone down, about 1% right now. And ETH is only down about 0.3%. So definitely something to pay attention to. I just wanted to kind of touch bases a little bit on this chart just so we can kind of understand it a little bit and see what's going on throughout the entire market. Back to the crypto 3040. And that's a good spot though, that 3040 spot. He's just sitting in this. Yeah, 3040 is not a bad spot. Keeps just getting bought up on this VWAP. People just keep stepping in and buying it up. We did hit a nice long today in the trade room. We did a nice like deep dive into how to really watch the chart and where to find the buyers and sellers and how to find them. Right, we kind of analyzed this this upside right here where we really hit our second take profit that we had established this morning. And then if you are interested in getting these live trade plans early in the morning, you can just let me know. Jump in the Discord. Let me know. We're trying to work it out where we can send it out through like a text message, or if you're in the Discord, obviously I'm going to post it in the Discord. But basically this morning's plan for our TPO bootcamp members, you can see we had a BTC long, so I'm giving you like a little brief about what I'm thinking and what our targets are. Bitcoin hit our one of our upside targets. If we look, almost to the tick, that 55,500 level was where we were looking to get long, so we didn't get to get into that trade. But the short for Bitcoin was 50,060, and we were looking to get to that 49,410, which it's got down there, right? Just a nice quick little move. The ETH long actually played out to the upside quick to the first take profit, at least, right? We were looking to get an ETH long at 33.53, trying to get up to that 33.75, and as you can see, went up to that 33.79. This happened quick, and it would have been hard to capture. I was trying to limit in and wasn't able to limit in, so I didn't get to pop on board for that. And then the ETH short from 33.24 to ultimately 32.79 is getting closer. We came down to that 95. We hit that first take profit, but it rallied back up. It went from value area high to value area, or value area low to value area high. So shout out to Andy C. He nailed that trade. Andy's, what's up, man? He took the trade live in the trade room. Took it from, I think it was 13.22. So right off the VWAP, you got those buyers to come in, and his first take profit was actually up here at that 33.40, and then he took his second take profit up at that 33.50. So great trade by one of our traders today live in the trade room. And then we're still looking for some continuation of that downside. And then the ADA long that we got, we had an aggressive entry this morning, 28,614. And you can see, and this is something that we kind of micro zoomed in on today. So we go to our 28,614, which was about right here, and our ultimate target was 96, right? When we surpassed that a little bit. So 96 was our full take profit. So a pretty good move. We popped it at first. We hit our first take profit. We didn't quite make it, but as it came down, we were analyzing these and we're watching them to see where the buyers were at. We identified where the buyers were at. We watched them hold the levels, and then we got to watch them bring the market up to hit our second take profit. Got out of the trade, and now we're seeing a pullback back to that VWAP, back to our initial entry zone, right? Where we already saw it, and it's kind of rebounding a little bit here, but not a bad trade. The other coin that was in the trade plan was Litecoin, and it was a short on Litecoin, and it's getting ready to set up. I was looking for an entry a little bit lower here, though. I wanted to wait till we get down to this 179. Not a huge fan of this kind of choppiness area on Litecoin, and so this is something that I like to avoid, and something that I kind of teach people to avoid is just, stay patient, because if you don't stay patient, you can get caught in this chop, and this back and forth is going to be no good for anybody. Other than that, we also did trade some pretty nice options plays. Those are posted in the Discord if you're interested in looking into those. I do have an options course that will be coming out a little bit after Christmas. So for those of you guys that didn't attend the stream last night and you didn't hear the news of kind of how we're going forward, so the plan is to give everybody the opportunity to be able to get this live trade plan, but some people aren't able to tune into the live stream, and instead of charging someone $100 for something that they can't utilize, what we're going to do is we're going to offer these trade plans every single day, Monday through Friday, and probably on the weekends as well. Typically on the weekends, I like to share everything for free. So if you're interested in getting some of the information for free, definitely scroll down, jump in the Discord, and on the weekends I typically just share everything. But what we're going to do is we're going to make it so it's only $25 a month to be able to get these trade plans every single day. You're going to get basically to see what I'm thinking, see how I'm setting up my trade plan for the day. And then we also have some opportunities if you are interested in getting some other coins added. So typically the coins that I'm going to be looking at every single day are going to be, BTC, ETH, ADA, and LTC, because those are the four that are the easiest to trade. Bitcoin, kind of if you have a smaller account, it's a tough thing to trade, and I probably wouldn't trade it if I had a small account. So if those of you that have a smaller account, stick to ETH, stick to ADA, stick to Litecoin, stick to, maybe XRP, maybe DOT is another one, Link is another good one to trade. Some of these smaller coins where you don't need these huge moves in order to get a nice setup, right? We're seeing a pretty decent setup coming up on Link right now anyways, right? Those of you that have been through the TPO bootcamp, we're getting ready to set up this nice little corner kick. We had a corner kick that scored a goal, came back down to structure, came back, and now we're trying to set up another corner kick to score again. Yeah, $25 a month it's a steal, and that's how we're going to start it off. And depending upon if we add coins or stuff, I'll have to get the research up a little bit faster or earlier, and yeah, we'll figure it out as we go forward. But $25 a month just seems like a pretty decent spot. I know a lot of people are kind of struggling when it comes to cash out there, so I don't want to try to strap you up for everything you've got. And especially for those of you guys that can't utilize it, the live trade room starts at 6:30, and on the East Coast that is 9:30. That's basically prime time for everyone that has a job that they go to be at work, so it's tough to be behind a computer depending upon what your job is at that time. Also coming is going to be a couple more courses, as far as like a fundamentals course, an options course, futures course, and a swing trading course as well. Tonight, for those that are in the TPO Bootcamp Discord, we will be doing a swing trading class. It's going to be, about an hour long, a little basic overview of some things, kind of like the down and dirty of what we can look for or what we can do to find these swing trades, right? How we identify levels and things like that. Also, All Stars, what's up, man? Bearish, what's up, bro? And also, one thing as well is at the end of this month, next week on Monday starting, is going to be our TPO bootcamp, and that's going to be the last one for a while. And you can go to our website if you're interested in checking it out. Type or click on the TPO Bootcamp, scroll down. We have about 23 seats left. So I think maybe 2 people signed up from last night. Typically we have about 50 people in here at a time. You know, we've pretty much gone over in every class. And so if we get some more signups, or if you get here and it's sold out, just make sure you DM me on Discord, and we'll go over it. And we'll figure out what we can do and how to get you in there. And then there is an opportunity to sign up for this live trade room, and then eventually we'll be adding a couple of things to the website where you can get these live trade plans and things like that. So here's your access to the live trade room. And then if you're looking for some testimonials, for those of you that haven't been around long or really are kind of unsure, you know, you can jump on the website and you can see some of the things that people have posted about the live trade room, and then also about the TPO bootcamp itself. Or what you can do is just jump in the Discord and be like, hey, everyone, is it worth it? Right? Of course, I'm going to be a little bit biased because, you know, I mean, I think it's definitely worth it. I see the progress in a lot of our teammates that have just gone in this small amount of time, right? The first week of the TPO bootcamp was only July 1st. The Discord, if you scroll down below on the video, but I can copy and paste it for you, is oh, maybe that's not it. I'll just pop it up here. The go. Just pop in the Discord and be like, hey, you know, is it worth it? And get the information straight from the source, right? You know, like I said, I might be a little bit biased because of course I'm the instructor, and you know, this is how I've traded for past 3.5 years now straight, and I've been, you know, doing pretty decently for the past 3 years. Where's 3am? Oh, I haven't talked to him today actually. He's working for sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, you know, jump in the Discord if you're new. Introduce yourself, say what's up, and you know, we'll get you sorted. But this can be the last this last boot camp for a while, and the reason being is because we're getting close to about 200 members in that boot camp, and it's tough for me to focus on everybody that I can. And like I said, my goal is by the end of the year to get everybody to be close to, if not better than, a break-even trader. And I know that might not sound sexy, and this is kind of the point I keep driving home. But what can happen is, you know, you've got to get to that spot where you're breaking even trading before you start to become a profitable trader. Nobody just starts out making money every single time, or trading, especially over an extended period of time. And if they say they do, you have my word that they're full of shit. You know, it's just straight BS. Everybody takes loss. Taliban will not accept extension of August 31st deadline for Western forces to leave. So we'll see how that kind of affects the market. The market's kind of just hanging out. I was able to get data for TradingView now, so now we've got the live data on here. So that's kind of cool. Oh, no worries. But yeah, so my goal is to run this last boot camp, and that way I can put full focus into everybody or as we get towards the end of this year. I have a feeling that the market's going to start getting a little bit wild here coming up next month. And so, you know, be cautious. Don't blow your bank trying to make $1 million today. Understand that it's a marathon and not a race, and you've got to take your time to really get this thing going. Yeah, it looks like the ES is kind of just chilling. ETH looks like it just keeps getting bought up. Down here, value area low, VWAP. We're not able to kind of sink into these singles. Bitcoin's getting pretty heavy. right? We're down here below. We're starting to establish value. So if you guys are new, this is how we trade. We trade value. We don't trade price. We're not worried about price. Trade value. And as you can see here, right, this is our value area. We're starting to put in value lower, right? Put in a little bit of value here. And so we're starting to put value back inside that same area. And so this could be, you know, a spot, this 49.3, which is a level that we've been watching pretty consistently, a spot where we find some buyers and then try to go for that that push up. If we can't find enough buyers to really move price up, well, they're going to have to come back down into value, right? And value is going to be, you know, in this area here. So about 49 to 48.7. So keep your eyes on those levels for sure. If we go back to trading view and we go to our trend line, we can see that we're below it of our channel. Right, we've been trading in this channel for a little bit. We came back, we back tested it, and now we're trading down. Does this EMA keep popping up on my shit? I had a volume pop up on there too the other day. Yeah, so you can see, you know, it's kind of the same thing that we were talking about on the TPO. It's just a little bit easier to read on the TPO. See a little bit of value get put in here, get put in here. We're looking down below into this structure below. This point of control down here at this 48,800, right? That can act as a little bit of a magnet. So, you know, if we start to push down for structure, that can be a pretty decent target. If you're in a short on Bitcoin, if you got in that short earlier at what was it, 560, which is about like right here. So you're up a pretty decent amount, but you know, if you're still running some, look for that 48,800 level, 48,800 level. What's my thoughts on the XRP short? Yeah, XRP looks to be setting up. I'd actually wait on XRP. So you see, we're basically trading within yesterday's value. You know what I mean? We have this big excess. I'm not a huge fan of that. Sometimes that can show a little bit of weakness. We can see if we trade down into it. I'm not really comfortable with the XRP short until, you know, I mean, you could try it value area low. You just have all this structure built down here and you see all this value that's kind of pushed in. We are seeing value kind of shift down, right? This one popped up, got above. We looked above, we failed, and now we're trading back down, right back to this value area low. So if it starts to rotate down, especially if Bitcoin starts to run us down, it can really start to drag everything. Yeah, I saw that we got our one dislike. We haven't done some live streaming in a while besides at night, so you know who's just awake right now and just gets on. He's like, I hate the fucking TPO because I hate making money that's not fake millions, right? You know, you guys know how it goes, right? Classic. Yeah, it's basically the same as Bitcoin. Yeah, it looks the same. Some of the other ones are not really on here. This ADAX was kind of on a pump today, had a nice little breakout right here in the early morning. That was called out by one of our members, Progressive Martian. He was in on that. And then what was the other one? Sushi was kind of setting up as well when I was looking at it earlier. It didn't end up giving us any follow through down here, but I like this short down here at 13,598 on Sushi, just to trade it back down into the structure. Sorry about that, guys. The school called me with Curtis's insulin, so gotta make sure it's straight. But yeah, so I like this short down here from this 13598 on sushi. I've actually been trading this the past couple of days. It trades pretty nice. Once it goes, it really just goes. So if you're able to get filled on the limit order, which it seems pretty liquid, I haven't had any issues getting filled with limit orders on this. So you can catch some nice moves. Let's talk about some of the calls that we went after today. Two good, one not so good. Right, so we saw Tesla open up in our support zone. We jumped on the bandwagon quick, and we saw Tesla ride up. Those calls went up, I think, a total of over 200%. Worked out really great. Amazon was also another killer. Amazon has been getting kind of massacred, and like we drew this line right here on the stream. I haven't looked at this chart since then because I closed those calls a little bit early. But we drew this line on during the live trade room today, and it's came right to it, right like a magnet, because it's back to value, guys. That's the best thing about this, is that you just trade value, right? So we got back down into our value area where we've had a lot of support before. So people value the price down here. They bought it up. We waited until the open, right? Well, you have to with options. You don't really have a choice. But jumped on those, and this was our target, was this 32.72, and it traded right up there, right? So it's rejecting this structure a little bit above. Of course, there's not as much volume towards the end of the day. Everyone's kind of done their business, so they're going to take a little bit of profit in the end of the day. We'll look for it to hold this level here, right there. We'll look for it to hold that 32.61 as the day winds down. We have about 15 minutes until the end of the day, so that's another one. And then the other options that we went after today that didn't pan out so well were the Microsoft. This was kind of more of a correlation play. I really wanted to get long on this breakout. We did bust up a little bit. We had this kind of big bar that kind of ruined the premium on some of these options, but the options right now I think are basically back to about break even. I'm closed out of them by now. I guess they'd still be down. I got them for pretty expensive, paid a little bit too much for them. But a couple of the other members would be looking like they're in the money right now. Some other good plays today. I mean, any of the tech stocks really. Facebook would have been a great play today. Facebook I wanted to get into last week, but I had forgot about it. And then once I had missed this opportunity, I wasn't really sure about this level here. We kind of just pushed past it, but you see as we're coming back down into it, so this is going to be a strong value area as we progress forward for Facebook, this 363 to 362-ish level. Another one, Google, Google, right? There's two Googles. One's like Goog G and one's Google. Google is the one that we watch. But we can see we're just trading sideways. We're just in and out of our support zone. And then today we had a nice break up to the upside. That's actually not the one that I want. It had a nice break up to the upside. Was already in pretty deep on those Amazon calls and Tesla calls, so wasn't able to really spread myself that much out. Didn't have much margin left in the tank for these. So yeah, other than that, pretty good day in the trading day for those that did trade. Traded really well. The best thing for me to see today was that everybody stayed patient, right? I really enjoy that, because you feel like sometimes when you're in a live trade room, especially, I'm taking trades, other people are taking trades, we're all talking about it. But and if you haven't taken a trade, you kind of feel like, well, damn, like I need to take a trade. But you really don't need to take a trade every day. You don't even need to take a trade every time you're on the computer. Being patient is going to be one of the biggest things as you go forward that's going to help you stay solvent and keep that account above water. So, just remember that. Don't be out here forcing the trades. Just stay patient, and you'll get there. For all of our new people that are here just watching for the first time right now, some were patient, yeah, some were and some weren't. I got forced to be patient by Bybit not filling my limit orders, which was a patient pain in my ass. But you know, better safe than sorry, right? Still might catch a nice little move on ETH as it tries to play some catch up, which it looks like it just might. We'll just have to wait till later in the day. Um, I've just got a couple of things to get done today, and then I will probably jump back on a little bit later this afternoon after I snag the kids from school, and you know maybe we can get into a little afternoon plan and like an Asia prep session, right? Prepping for that Asia Open to see where the market is going to take us. But other than that, I think that is pretty much it. Um, yeah, some forgot some orders. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, that's a big thing too. That's kind of frustrating about Bybit is like if you don't go in there and cancel all of them, it will just leave them on there forever, which is annoying, right? Whereas if you're on a futures platform, you just click close and it'll just close all of your orders. So, TJ, what's up, man? Yeah, I was wondering where you've been at. Um, Looking forward to keeping your 8-day win streak. Nice, good stuff. You've got a lot of people getting on some good streaks here. I like it. Um, but yeah, we're having some good fun in that live trader room. Great community here. For those of you guys that are new, I definitely recommend at least jumping in the Discord. It's free anyways, so might as well check it out. Say hello. And if you are kind of taken back or a little bit confused about what's going on with this chart here, don't be, right? It's a lot simpler than it seems. It does take a little bit of time. Super, what's up, man? It does take a little bit of time to get used to, right? And it takes time to kind of wrap your head around how simple it is. And I think that's the biggest learning curve is that, you're used to looking at charts that have moving averages and, all this shit. The free Discord has everything, bro. Has everything. Has all the people, has I'm in there, has live trade plays, has everything. Alts, I mean, NFTs, everything. There's space for everybody, and that's kind of the community that we go for here is we're all inclusive, right? We just don't like people that are in there trying to start shit. We're all in the business of being altruistic and transparent, and that's kind of what we're after. So if those sound like something that you might be interested in, definitely pop in that Discord and say what's up. Um, but yeah, it's not that difficult. It just seems difficult. This TPO chart kind of just scares people. Yeah, there's some humor in there. There's some food. There's some sweat equity, right? We like working out. Um, but this it seems a little bit more confusing than it actually is, right? Wrapping your head around the value rather than the price, right? People are so focused on Bitcoin's going to go to 100,000, right? Well, why is it going to go to 100,000? Tell me, right? And we know here, especially those of you that have been through the boot camp and we've broken down how the auction actually works, we can understand its opportunity to kind of go up into those levels or those high targets, but we understand how it's going to go up there and why if it does, and if it doesn't, we understand how to read that and how to see the value is shifting down and how to trade that as well. So we also teach a little bit of psychology, and that's another course that I'm actually coming out with, is going to be a psychology course because I think it's a big underutilized piece of trading. Not a lot of people really focus on the psychology when they really need to, because there's so much psychology that goes in trades. If you've ever had any issues where you're cutting trades too early, cutting trades too late, staying in trades for longer, letting your winners turn into losers, things like that. These can all be traced back to psychology, and looking at a TPO chart, you can actually see the psychology of all the other traders. Um, it it's right there in front of you. You just have to kind of understand it. You kind of have to, take your red pill, open up your mind, and understand, and free your mind, I guess, and understand what's actually going on. Reach 1 million in 5 years has to go through 100K first, right? Exactly. I'm more hoping that ADA goes to $125 in the next 5 years. That'd be cool. And VeChain goes to $100 in the next 5 years as well. That'd be cool as well. Otherwise the math doesn't. But yeah, so um that's pretty much it. We got our one dislike. Maybe the brother's not awake yet. Some people are just haters for no reason, but what can you do? ETH is getting down pretty close to my entry that I'm looking for. I want to try this 3303 level. See if we can break down, fill some of these singles. As we break down, right? If we break down, I obviously don't know what's going to happen, but if we break down and we stop filling singles, and all of a sudden we see some buying come in, that's where you gotta click that limit order, and you gotta make like a tree and get the fuck out of there, right? So pay attention to that. Understand that shorting when you're in a trend, right? Which I tried to do on the ES today. If we go back to the ES, I'll show you guys. I made some rookie mistakes and didn't follow my Odin trade plan. We're seeing this pullback down here. There's our 76 level. And that's something that I was looking for as well today. Could have held that position a little bit longer. It just looked like it wanted to come back down. But I got short a couple times too many. Took a couple bad trades. And it ended up trading a couple more trades and caught some of this downside. We're seeing some big selling coming into the close, which is normal, right? As long as it holds up above this 55, 50 level, that's what the market will look to do. But this is another thing. I don't know if any of our traders got back on and traded the futures market, but this is something that I was talking about as well. This is back at 10 o'clock. I said look for a pullback to the 80 if selling persists. That's the trade that I actually got in. We came down about to 79, caught a little pullback, and then I said the next level is 76, and we're basically right at that 75 level now. So any course on order flow coming in? I've included an order flow course within the futures course. So those are going to be kind of packaged together because they go hand in hand a lot. So those are going to be something that are going to be in there together. We do go through the order flow a little bit in the boot camp as well. We start to touch base on the order flow and things like that. But of course your base really, and I understand how enticing it is to kind of jump into the next step or get the next tool, or just be ready, and you're like, I'm ready to go, let's go. But that's why the bootcamp is so focused on the TPO, because that's going to be helping you understand what value actually is. And until you understand that, you start to try to add all of these other things, you're just going to get kind of lost in the wayside or in the mix. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, right? I don't want anyone to be feeling like they don't know what's going on, or kind of having a tough time. All right, Chirp, we'll see you later, man. Have a good day. And that's kind of the goal of the TPO bootcamp, is kind of the icebreaker, and then we'll just build upon everything else as we go on. Just like tonight, we're doing a class on swing trading. You know, and that's kind of my goal, is to teach a couple of classes a week. I'll teach one on Zoom, which is tonight. We're going to teach on Zoom, and then another night we'll teach on YouTube and give everybody a little love, right? I like to I'd like to include everybody in everything, but you know, unfortunately, that would, you know, basically spread myself over thousands of people. And so I've kind of set my goals on the people that are being more serious right now. And not to say that anyone that hasn't joined the bootcamp isn't serious, but these people are dedicated, and you know, I appreciate them. And you know, we're kind of a team going on, and I want to see everybody succeed. So you know, once we get everybody, yeah, of course, all stars, everyone that's in the bootcamp Discord can jump on. It's going to be through Zoom. I'll post a link later tonight. And so take notice of the dislike. Oh, it helps with the YouTube. Oh, good. But yeah, you know, that's kind of my goal, is to get everybody on the same page. Are we gonna have the replay in the Trade Vets Bootcamp Discord? Yeah, I'll post the replay for those of you guys that can't attend. I know it's pretty late, so it's gonna be yeah, ETH is creeping there. You're right. It's gonna be recorded, and I'll post it for those people. Time frame is gonna be probably like 7 p.m. Pacific time. All these boot camps are recorded. Yes, Numerous, they are recorded. And so what we'll do, because this is going to be the last boot camp for a while, we're going to be migrating to a new website, same URL, but a new website. And it's going to have access where you can just go in, you create your account, you sign in, and you can access all of these courses. And I'll record them all broken down a little bit more than they are in the boot camp. And then the other courses obviously are going to be broken down to about hour sessions. That way, if you're looking for something specific, you can kind of just dive right in. I do recommend starting from the beginning, but then once you've gone through, you know, if you're looking for something specific, you can kind of just jump in and kind of figure it out from there, right? But yeah, that's that's pretty much it. It's kind of what the future is holding. We've got some good stuff in store for our members, and I'm excited to see everyone growing as we go forward. You know, we're already seeing some people, you know, really start to nail some of these trades, and to really get on board and see their improvements through the TPO, right? The biggest thing is just understanding that, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? And so it's going to take time to get everything down, and as frustrating as that time may be, it's what's needed, right? If you want to be serious about this, that's what's needed, right? If you want to, I can't remember who said this, but I heard something like, if you want to treat this like a hobby, you can expect returns that you would get from a hobby, right? Here comes ETH coming down. I'll go back to the thing. And if you treat this like a career, you can expect some returns like a career, right? And you know, that's the idea here, is when you trade for an income, or when you trade for a living, you know, it becomes more than just something you do for fun to show your friends that you made some gains, right? You become a professional, like an athlete. Is that who that was? Was it Steve Morrow? You become a it's like being a professional athlete, right? And as much as you know, Allen Iverson might have said that the thing about practice, you can bet your ass that, you know, he definitely definitely went to practice, right? Missed one practice and they made a big deal about it. That's why he made a big deal about it. But you know he was in the gym just draining sessions. Why are the TPO live sessions deleted? What do you mean? What TPO live sessions? There shouldn't be any deleted. So there we go. We're eating into some singles. Yep. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I'd like to see ETH get down here to this 50. See if we can make it down. Yeah, Crab, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. What TPO live sessions are deleted? Like the ones in the live trading room. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't charge. I don't know. Oh, maybe we ran out of space. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it, to be honest with you. I'm not sure where they're deleted at. So shoot me a message on Discord and I'll try to figure it out. Yeah. Other than that, we're seeing ETH kind of break down. Take a peek at ADA and see if ADA is coming down as well. ADA is coming down. I think I might try this short right here. Aggressive short on ADA 28.5 at the VWAP, and then target this value area low. That could be a decent one. Of course, we're gonna have to, make sure that our other people are playing along. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off and get some stuff done, grab the kids from school, and then we'll get back on the charts and see what we can do. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all later.